मग त्याला धुकं म्हणतात. So at the ground level, we find these types of condensation, whereas at higher elevation in the sky, we have clouds formed of this condensation. So when the water vapor rises, it forms the clouds, and when the temperature cools down, then it comes down in form of a rain. I think all of you understood condensation, densification, and sublimation. If you have any doubt, you can put in the chat box. काही डाऊट असेल तुम्ही चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये टाका, म्हणजे आपल्याला बघता येईल. एनी डाऊट? Soham, no doubt, but Soham never answers. Last time, no answer from you. You are there, but not answering. Dheeraj, no doubt. That means all are clear. Only 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there today. Very good. If you have any doubt, you can put in the chat box. Now we are going to see clouds and types of clouds. क्लाउड्स म्हणजे काय? ढग, याला आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो. डिफरंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्लाउड्स आर देअर. नाव इट इज रेनी सीझन. तुम्हाला वाटेल की क्लाउड्सची पण प्रकार असतात की काय? आपण तर एकच प्रकार बघतो पावसाळ्यात आपल्याला दिसतात. कधी काळे दिसतात, कधी पांढरे दिसतात. बट देअर आर डिफरंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्लाउड्स विच ब्रिंग्स रेनफॉल. म्हणजे ते वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे ढग असतात आणि त्या ढगांमुळे आपल्याला पाऊस जे येतात, पाऊस जे पडतात खाली, ज्याला पर्जन्य म्हणतो आपण मराठीमध्ये, ते वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे ढगांमुळे असतात. आता बघूया कोणकोणते आहेत. Clouds are a form of condensation at higher elevation. So always remember, given there's a difference between fog and smog. Fog is made of water vapor in the air only, and smog is a combination of dust particle of polluted air in the region and fog. मग आपल्याला ना फॉग कमी दिसतो आणि स्मॉग जास्त दिसतात. आपण जर न्यूज मध्ये पाहिलं तर दिल्लीला सगळ्यात जास्त स्मॉग असतात. स्मॉग म्हणजे इट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ डस्ट पार्टिकल ऑफ पोल्युटेड एअर. आता पोल्युशन कशामुळे होतं? तर वाहनांमुळे. isn't it? Because of vehicles. The carbon monoxide coming out of the vehicle. पेट्रोल म्हणा, डिझेल म्हणा, त्याच्यामुळे जी कार्बन मोनोऑक्साईड येतो त्यालाच आपण स्मॉग म्हणतो, कारण तो पोल्यूट करतो एअरला. वातावरणातील हवाला पोल्यूट करतात आणि प्रदूषित झाल्यावर त्याच्यामध्ये स्मॉग आणि म्हणजे तो धुलीकण, तो जे आहे पोल्युटेड एअर आहे आणि फॉग, याच्यामुळे स्मॉग होतो. तर आपल्याला शहरात म्हणजे गावाकडे नाही पण शहरामध्ये म्हणजे द सिटीज, most of the cities we experience smog rather than fog. And in the village level, at the village level, जिथे गावाकडे जिथे वाहन खूप कमी आहेत, आता पण काही अशी गावं आहेत जिथे बैलगाडीचा वापर केला जातो, लोक चालत जातात किंवा दे यूज बायसायकल. दे डोंट यूज like motor car or motor bike or something like. There are certain villages. So in those villages, either they use bullock cart, or they walk down, or they use bicycle. So when such transportation facilities are there, which does not use any kind of mineral oil, म्हणजे ही जी ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन आहे, आपला बैलगाडी म्हणा, सायकल म्हणा, ह्याला कुठल्याही प्रकारचे मिनरल ऑइल आपण वापरत नाहीये. वी आर नायदर युजिंग डिझेल नॉर युजिंग पेट्रोल. So when such mineral oil is not used, then that environment, that place, the air is totally clean. तिकडची जी वातावरण असेल, तिकडची जी हवा असेल, ती एकदम स्वच्छ असेल, ते कुठल्याही प्रकारची पोल्युशन नसेल. एखाद्या वेळा असू शकतो, कारण गावाकडे लोक धुरीसाठी हे लावतात, पानं वगैरे ते जाळतात, किंवा लाकूड आहे ते जाळतात, गाईचा गोबरीचा आपला हे असतो ते जाळतात. That sometimes, but not always. So most of the time the pollution in the cities is due to the vehicles, due to carbon monoxide emitting out of the vehicles, and therefore we find smog in the cities. Condensation occurs around minute particles in the atmosphere. Condensed water or snow particles in the clouds are very fine and almost weightless. So clouds float in the air. Now why clouds float in the air? आपण बघितलं, मी तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन केलं होतं की क्लाउड्स असं बनले जातात आणि ते आकाशात आपल्याला दिसतात. At present it is rainy season and therefore we can see the clouds because in the atmosphere at a higher level where the gravitational pull is very low. So in the clouds they are almost weightless. There is no weight in that. And therefore the clouds we find they float in the air. ते आकाशात तरंगतात ज्याला आपण म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये, isn't it? So they are floating, and when they get heavy, at that time it comes down in form of a rain. I will explain you why after that in the whiteboard again. How land and water get heated because of the heat of the sun. Air near the surface heats up, rises and become less dense. Hot air rises up. As it goes higher, temperature of the air reduces and moisture holding capacity of the air reduces. Relative humidity keeps increasing. Water vapor in the atmosphere turns into water and snow. This is the dew point level of the air. That level of condensation is determined by the water vapor in the air. Keep in mind that the freezing point is also dependent on the altitude and water vapor. आता फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट, एक्झाम्पल आपल्या घरी फ्रीज मध्ये असतात. वी आर एव्हरीवन इज हॅव्हिंग फ्रीज ॲट होम. तुमचा नॉर्मल फ्रीजचा आणि तो डीप फ्रीजर जो आहे जिथे आपण आईस ठेवतो किंवा बटर चीज वगैरे आपण ठेवतो डीप फ्रीजर मध्ये, मग तो फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑलमोस्ट झिरो. टेम्परेचर इज ऑलमोस्ट झिरो, मीन्स व्हेरी कोल्ड इट इज. So similarly, it happens in the sky. Land and water gets heated, so air rises up. It rises higher. As it goes high, the temperature of the air reduces, and so the moisture holding capacity also reduces. Relative humidity increases, and the water vapor in the atmosphere turns into water and snow. I will just show you with the whiteboard. I will just show you the whiteboard. Now, I have shown you that suppose this is the water, this is the sea, example. Now the water gets heated due to heat of the sun. The water rises, water vapor that rises up, air rises up like this. म्हणजे ते वारा पाणी वाफाने हे होतात. And when it goes up, it forms clouds. Now my drawing is not very good, but still I'm showing this is the cloud, what I can call you. It is not horizontal or geometrical diagram I have drawn, but some figure which I have drawn to you. Now the clouds are formed. Now when these clouds are formed, all these, they have all the water vapor in this. But at a height, when the temperature goes on decreasing, म्हणजे जेव्हा वरती जातो टेम्परेचर कमी होतं, तापमान कमी होतं, मग ती जी वॉटर वेपर असते ती अशी पाण्याची थेंब होऊन जाते, स्मॉल स्मॉल ड्रॉप्स. All these are the drops of water, small drops of water, and these drops of water are scattered in this. आणि जेव्हा ते कंडेन्सेशन होतो, ती ड्रॉप्स ऑफ वॉटर इथे खाली क्लाउड्सच्या जे खालचा भाग आहे या खालच्या भागामध्ये येऊन बसतात. म्हणजे नंतर ते पाऊस पर्जन्य म्हणून पडतात जी खाली, किंवा ते पाण्यामुळे जे रेन ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, पाणी म्हणतो किंवा वर्षा म्हणतो, हे इथे खाली येऊन बसतात आणि खूप हेवी झाल्यावर टेम्परेचर कूल असल्याने मग दॅन इट कम्स डाऊन इन फॉर्म ऑफ ए रेन इन दिस वे. म्हणजे ही जी पाणी वरती जाते ती क्लाउड्स होते फॉर्मेशन आणि मग ते असं खाली खाली येतात इन फॉर्म ऑफ ए रेन. म्हणजे तोच पाणी पुन्हा खाली येतो. दिस इज व्हॉट वी हॅव लर्न्ड अबाउट द वॉटर सायकल. I think I'm clear up to here that how this condensation takes place. And at this point, there is a dew point we call them. Means when it turns, the small moisture, that water vapor turns into small droplets of water. छोटी छोटी पाण्याची थेंब होते आणि ते थेंब असे खाली येतात. खाली आल्यावर ते खूप जड होतो. जड झाल्याने ते खाली पाऊस म्हणून खाली पडतात. Isn't it? So are you clear with the topic, everyone? Any doubt? Any doubt? Have you understood, everyone? Put in the chat box. Yes. So I think I'm clear with how this condensation takes place and how the rainfall means how the water rises up. That means ते पाणी वरती जातात भाप होऊन सूर्याच्या किरणांनी आणि मग ते क्लाउड्स फॉर्म होतो, त्याची ढग होतात आणि ढगातून पाणी खाली येतो. त्याला आपण पर्जन्य किंवा पाऊस असे म्हणतो. वी कॉल इट एज रेन. ओके. स्क्रीन स्क्रीन Thank you. So because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a greater height. They accumulate around dust particles in the air and become larger in size. Their accumulation together is called a cloud. Because of vertical flow of wind, they float in the atmosphere like a kite which floats in the sky as it moves higher and higher. The clouds to float in the atmosphere because of vertical airflow. मग ते आपली जी मी आता तुम्हाला आय जस्ट शोड यू विथ द डायग्राम. So these dews, they sit in the top of that clouds and they form the cloud and they are vertical like this. And thus we see the rain falls in a vertical way. जी मी तुम्हाला आकृती दाखवलेली आता ते पाणी जे पाणी पडतात असे वर्टिकल पडतात कारण ते क्लाउड्स पण वर्टिकल असतो तिकडे. त्यामुळे लेट अस सी टाइप्स ऑफ क्लाउड्स. Clouds are found at different altitude above mean sea level. आता हे आपल्याला 3.8 मध्ये टाइप्स ऑफ क्लाउड दिसणार आहे. We will see. They which form at greater altitude are formed from very fine snow particles. The process of evaporation and condensation occur consecutively in the clouds. Specific type of clouds cause rainfall on the earth. आता ही आपल्याला ही जी ढग आहेत, we can see the clouds in this way. At a different altitude. Altitude म्हणजे height. ऑल्टिट्यूड म्हणजे हाईट म्हणजे उंचीवर ज्याला म्हणतो आपण. तर विविध उंचीवर आपल्या म्हणजे समुद्राच्या ह्याच्यातून वरती आपल्याला दिसतात. म्हणजे सगळ्यात जे उंचीवर असतात मीन्स ॲट ए ग्रेटर हाईट दे आर व्हेरी फाईन स्नो पार्टिकल्स. खूप एकदम सूक्ष्म ज्याला म्हणतो आपण मराठीमध्ये सूक्ष्म कण फाईन पार्टिकल्स जे जशी आपली बॅक्टेरिया वगैरे आपल्याला फक्त मायक्रोस्कोप मधूनच दिसतात. We can see the bacteria and virus only through microscope, cannot be seen with our eyes since they are very fine. Similarly, these kinds of fine particles, they are formed at a greater height. The process of evaporation and condensation occur consecutively in the clouds. Specific types of cloud cause rainfall. Proportion of vapor is more near the earth's surface. As we go higher away from the sea, amount of vapor decrease. Hence, the clouds at a lower altitude are larger in size, while the clouds at a higher altitude are very, very small. आता तुम्हाला हे दिसतात. जे जवळ आहेत ना त्याची साईज मोठी आहे आणि जे वरती आहेत ना त्याची साईज खूप कमी आहे. You can see. I am putting my arrow over here. I think my screen is visible to everyone. Let us see, some classification is given. Types of clouds at a altitude. Altitude means in height. Cirrus, cirrostratus, and cirrocumulus. They are found at a height of 7 to 14,000 meters from sea level. म्हणजे समुद्र हा समुद्र आहे. समुद्रातून वरती म्हणजे खूप ॲट अ ग्रेटर अल्टिट्यूड 7 ते 14,000 फीट उंचीवर हे आपल्याला दिसतात. Altostratus and altocumulus, they found at 2,000 to 7,000 meters. Stratocumulus, stratus and nimbostratus, less than 2,000. Cumulus and cumulonimbus extent could be variable. Now, since these two, 9th and 10th, cumulus and cumulonimbus, they are found at a lower level. See here. Isn't it? They are found at a lower level. And therefore, nimbus what we call, they are the main cause of bringing rainfall on the earth. हा जो प्रकारचा आहे क्युम्युलोनिंबस ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, तो जो आहे क्युम्युलोनिंबस आणि क्युम्युलस 9व्या आणि 10व्या 9th and 10th, they are responsible for bringing rain on the earth. They are the heaviest one. They are dark black in color. काळ्या रंगाचे असतात. म्हणजे खूप पाऊस असतो, पर्जन्य पाणी त्याच्यामध्ये असतात आणि त्याच्यातून आपल्याला पृथ्वीवर ज्याला म्हणतो आपण पाणी आपल्याला मिळतं. Clouds are formed at 3 different altitudes in the atmosphere. After observation, we can divide this into 3 main types on the basis of their height. Height from the base of the cloud is taken into consideration. हा आपला base आहे. I am putting arrow. From here, the height is counted. This is the base. This is sea level. You can see buildings and all. We stay here. And from here, the height towards the sky. So if the clouds are at an altitude of 7 to 14,000, then they are considered at a higher clouds. So high altitude, 7 to 14,000. Then if they are at an around of 2 to 7,000, then medium clouds, medium, you can see. And if they are at altitude of less than 2,000, then they are lower clouds. This is. I think I'm putting my arrow and you can clearly see all the clouds visible over here. So lower altitude, less than 2,000 meter in height, then 2,000 to 7,000 and 7,000 to 14,000. This is normally the height where we see the clouds. I'm clear all of you till here? Any doubt? Anyone want to ask anything? Can ask me. All of you understood? Give me the answer, my dear. Okay, very good. I'll proceed further and then some questions I will going to ask you. Let us see the higher clouds. These clouds are mainly made up of ice particles, classified into cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. Cirrus clouds are mainly wispy. Cirrocumulus look like group of small waves, whereas stratus are like bed sheets with wrinkles. They generally have a halo around there. You can see the first one, wispy, like a bed sheet. Arrow I am putting out. They are higher clouds. These include altocumulus and altostratus. Altocumulus are in the form of layers and have a wave-like structure. They are mostly white in color and have a gray shade. Altostratus are not very thick. Sun can be seen through them as if seen through a milky glass. So second one, you can see lighter. Sun can penetrate through this clouds. So they are altostratus and altocumulus. These consist of 5 types of cloud, lower clouds. Stratocumulus have layers. Their color is white to earthy. Round cluster of clouds can be here. Stratus clouds have also layers. They are ash colored and their base is uniform. Nimbus stratus has thick layers. They are gray ash in color and cause continuous rainfall and even snowfall. So these three, stratocumulus, stratus and nimbus stratus. They are, you can see in that, this is grayish in color, little bit, isn't it? In layers. Okay. I'm putting my arrow. They are in layers. They are gray blue in color, isn't it? Slightly light, what we can call cumulus. These clouds are formed extensively 500 to 6,000 meter. The vertical flow of air add to this formation of clouds. They are huge and dome shaped. They are gray in color. Cumulus clouds are an indicator of pleasant weather. Vertical expanse of these clouds increase so much that they turn into cumulonimbus clouds and bring rain. This is dome shaped. 1, 2, you can see 3, dome shaped. So cumulus, they are found at a 500 to 6,000 meter height, vertically formed, and thus when the vertical expanse increases, म्हणजे त्यांची जी वाढते, हे जेव्हा वाढतात तेव्हा हे खूप हेवी होऊन जातो आणि हेवी झाल्याने कंटिन्युअस रेनफॉल ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, साधारणतः जी आपण म्हणतो ना, आता ढग भरून आलेत बघा आकाशात, खूप जोरात पाऊस पडेल. सकाळी आज तसंच होते, सकाळपासून काल रात्रीपासून खूप पाऊस होता. सो तो क्युम्युलस ढग आहे. काही वेळेस अशी उभा विस्तार इतका वाढतो की त्याच्यात ते क्युम्युलोनिंबस तयार होतो. दिस इज क्युम्युलोनिंबस, डार्क कलर, म्हणजे ते काळे ढग ज्याला आपण म्हणतो आकाशात आले, ब्लॅकिश, आणि त्याच्यातून खूप जोरात पाऊस पडतो मग. सो दिस इज cumulus turns into cumulonimbus. These are characteristic clouds which are indicator of thunderstorm. मग तेव्हा वादळ ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, वादळ येतात ना, वारा सुटतात खूप जोरात, गडगडाट आणि कडकडाट होतो. देर आर थंडरस्टॉर्म्स, वीज चमकतात जोर जोराने, थंडर बोल्ट ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, कुठेतरी वीज पडते. देर आर लाइटनिंग, द लाइटनिंग स्ट्राइक्स, we call it in English. So they look like huge mountain. They are dense and dark in color. There is thunder accompanied by lightning. They bring rain with storm and may sometimes bring hailstones. But such type of rain does not last long. Maha. This is dark color clouds. They bring thunder, lightning, and sometimes hailstone. Now what is hailstone? माहिती आहे? गारपीट ज्याला म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये. आता मध्ये पडलेला का बऱ्याच ठिकाणी उन्हाळ्यात ते बर्फाचे छोटे छोटे तुकडे पडतात, कधी कधी मोठे मोठे तुकडे पण पडतात, त्याला गारपीट म्हणतो आपण मराठीमध्ये. दॅट इज कॉल्ड हेलस्टोन इन इंग्लिश. मग अशा जे काळ्या रंगाची जी ढग असतात, ब्लॅक कलरची जी ढग असतात, त्या ढगातून जी पाऊस असते ती खूप जोरात पडते आणि पडून निघून जातात, जास्त वेळ थांबत नाहीये. म्हणजे ते ढग वारा सुटतात, थंडर आणि लाइटनिंग असतो, वीज चमकतात, कडकडतात, ढगात गडगडाट होतो आणि ते वादळी पावसासारखे पावसासह कधी कधी गारपीट पण पडतात. म्हणजे दॅट इज व्हॉट इज वी कॉल क्युम्युलो निंबस क्लाउड्स. आय थिंक ऑल आर clear up to here. Cumulonimbus, all the clouds, types of clouds. 5 types of clouds are there. Not 5, 10 types. 10 प्रकारची आहेत. I think I am audible to everyone. Everyone can hear me properly. Mansi is there, Nidhi, Dheeraj, Veda. Okay. Okay. Let me see how much is remaining. If more is there, then I will stop. Okay. Over. Finished. Almost. The largest of these clouds bring rainfall accompanied with lightning. The top portion of these clouds are anvil-like shape. The clouds have a positive charge at the upper end and negative charge at the lower end. The land below them always have negative charge. Due to the difference in the charges, electric charges are formed and lightning occurs, lighting up the sky for a moment. Ithe, I'm putting my arrow. At the top part, positive charge. At the down part, there is negative charge. On the ground, there is negative. Like negative and negative. Here it is positive, here it is negative. And when they come in contact with positive and negative, then there is a thunderstorm. म्हणजे म्हणतो ना, दोन ढगांमध्ये जेव्हा ते एकमेकांना ठोकतात, आपण अशा मराठीमध्ये म्हणू, म्हणजे त्यांच्यामध्ये एक फायटिंग होतो. दोन ढगांमध्ये खूप मोठा फायटिंग होतो आणि त्या फायटिंगमुळे ना ते लाईट येतात, त्याला पण लाइटनिंग म्हणतो. मीन्स दॅट इज जस्ट इन जोक आय एम गिव्हिंग यू इन इझी लँग्वेज. मीन्स when the clouds they come in contact with each other, that is the positive charge and the negative charge, so unlike pole attract each other. In science it is there. तुम्ही 7वीच्या विज्ञान मध्ये 7th सायन्स मध्ये आहे मॅग्नेटिक ह्याच्यामध्ये की unlike pole attract and like pole repel. So nor negative and positive, when one negative and positive charge is there, they attract each other and that attraction causes that lightning. So we see the lightning in the sky. जे आपल्याला वीज चमकतात, आपल्याला आकाशात दिसतात, ते त्याच्यामुळेच आहे की अप्पर साइड मध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह आहे, खालच्या साइड मध्ये नेगेटिव्ह आहे. दोघांमध्ये जेव्हा ते अट्रॅक्ट होतात तेव्हा ती वीज चमकतात. The air around the lightning rises up because of heat and this leads to large thundering sound. आणि याच्या आजूबाजूचा जो वातावरण असतो, एअर असतो, ती गरमीमुळे ते पसरतात, ते हीट होतात आणि त्याच्यामुळे तो जो आवाज होतो, थंडरिंग साऊंड, हे त्याच्यामुळे होतात. As compared to other clouds, the raindrops of these clouds are larger because they move up and down a lot of times and accumulate more and more water. Drops become larger and larger and unable to float in the cloud because of their weight. They fall in form of rain. Sometimes the air in the cloud is very cold. As a result, this drop freezes and fall in form of a hail. We call them hailstorms. So this is, see, you can see the clouds, cumulonimbus clouds, how they are positive charge, negative charge. On the ground, there is a positive charge. Unlike pole attract each other and thus lightning is caused. In the clear picture, it is shown how this thunderstorm and lightning takes place. Now, when they attract each other, the lightning strikes, air around this spreads out, म्हणजे इकडचा हवा पसरतात, ते पसरण्यामुळे त्याच्यामध्ये गडगडाहट अशी आवाज येतो, धडाम धुडूम ज्याला म्हणतो आपण. लहानपणी एक कविता मी वाचायचं, आभाळ वाजला धडाम धुडूम, वारा सुटला सुसुम, असा काय ते एक मराठीमध्ये कविता असायची. छोट्या लहानपणी, म्हणजे पहिली दुसरीच्या मराठीच्या पुस्तकात आहेत. त्याच्यामध्ये आहे तो कविता, आता पण आहे. आवाळ वाजला धडाम धुडूम, वारा सुटला सुसुसूम, काहीतरी पाऊस आला धो धो धो, अशी कविता आहे. सो दिस इज हाऊ द lightning strikes. This is how the thunderstorm takes place. Direction of the clouds are shown, how they are floating. And in this way, we find that there is rainfall. Now, very important. Cloudburst is a type of precipitation. The cloudburst आपण नेहमी ऐकतो. कुठे होतात माहितीये? नेहमी नेहमी कुठे? नैनिताल किंवा आपल्या उत्तराखंड. त्याला ढगफुटी म्हणतो आपण. Isn't it? तो वृष्टीचा एक प्रकार आहे. Raindrops coming towards the earth are stopped in the clouds itself because of strong winds. These drops change into hail. This makes the cloud heavier. The vertical winds are unable to bear this weight. This leads to heavy rainfall with large sized hail. आता काय असते? आपण एक एक्झाम्पल बघू इथे आपलं आहे. हे जे ढग आहेत, in this cloud, suppose lot of heavy drops are there. Then they come down at this base. ते बेसवर येऊन ते थांबतात आणि खूप मोठे मोठे असल्याने ते ढग त्याच्या वेट बेअर करू शकत नाही. ढग त्याच्या वेट घेऊ शकत नाही आणि ते ढग जड होऊन जातात आणि त्याच जडामुळे ते फुटून पडतात खाली, म्हणजे हेवी रेनफॉल होतो. त्यालाच आपण ढगफुटी किंवा क्लाउड बर्स्ट अशी म्हणतात. This is called cloudburst. It leads to rainfall of more than 100 millimeter in a small area, a particular region. This type of precipitation mainly occurs in mountainous region. States through which Himalayan ranges pass experience such type of rainfall. हे नेहमी आपण पावसाळ्यात आपल्याला नैनिताल, शिमला, उत्तराखंडच्या काही भागात, बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ इथे आपल्याला ऐकायला मिळतात. एक फिल्म आली आहे केदारनाथ, त्याच्यामध्ये पण बघा ती शेवटीला खूप मोठा एक वृष्टी येतात ते ढगफुटीमुळे, म्हणजे खूप मोठं ते वाहून जातात सगळं. And so in that movie, that clearly cloudburst is shown. Because of that cloudburst, there is a heavy flood, heavy rainfall, and the flood and everything is flown away in the water. So this is how the clouds bring rainfall, and how we saw that what happens with the water. The temperature increases, humidity is there in the air, the clouds are formed, and it brings rainfall. I think I have finished the lesson, and all of you have understood. If you have understood, then I will go with the question sums. Some question I'm going to ask you. Shall I ask you question? Okay. You will on your mic, tell your name and give the answer, okay? My first question is, what is condensation? Yes, Mansi.
Yes, teacher. The process of changing of water vapor in the air into water is called condensation or densification.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nidhi.
Yes, Nidhi.
The process of changing of water vapor in the air into water is condensation or densification.
Densification. Yes, anybody else? I think Dheeraj. Today, how many are there? 5 are there. Mansi is there, Nidhi is there. Who else is there? Give the answer. Anybody else is there? 5 of them are there. Soham is there. Dheeraj is there. Are you there? Give the answer. Nobody. Next, what is sublimation?
Teacher, can I Mansi?
Yes.
The process of vapor, gas changing into solid state is called sublimation.
Okay. Anybody else? Nidhi, are you there? Nidhi, are you there? Okay, what is dew point? Mansi, what is dew point?
Ma'am, can I read it?
Yes, Nidhi, give the answer.
When relative when relative humidity of the air become 100%, vapors start condensing. At this time, the temperature of the air should be dew point.
Okay. Yes, Mansi?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
When relative humidity of the air becomes 100%, vapor starts condensing. At this time, the temperature of the air should be at a dew point.
Dew point. Very good. What are the different forms of condensation? Here is the answer. We will give. What are the different
Teacher,
forms
can
of?
I?
Yes.
Mansi,
Yes.
dew, frost, and fog
Hmm.
Ma'am,
are
can I
the are the types of condensation.
Continue with that answer. At ground level, the clouds, entire three lines are the answer. Give the
Okay.
answer, Mansi.
Dew, frost, and fog are the forms of condensation at ground level, while clouds are a form of condensation at a higher
Elevation.
elevation.
Higher elevation means at a height, at a higher level, whatever. Yes. Anybody else? Nidhi?
read?
No.
Dew, frost, and fog are the form of condensation at ground level, while clouds are a form of condensation at higher elevation.
Higher elevation. Very good. Anybody else want to answer? Why does the cloud floats in the air?
Teacher, can I, Mansi?
Yes. Yes, give the answer, Mansi.
Oh, yes. Condensation occur around minute particles in the atmosphere. Condensed water or snow particles in the clouds are very fine and almost weightless. So therefore, clouds float in the air.
Very good. Yes, Nidhi. Nidhi, are you there? Give the answer. Are you there, Nidhi? Anybody else want to answer, Dheeraj? Present, so many are there. 5 of them. Only one is answering. असं वाटते समजलं नाहीये. सगळ्यांनी येस 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 लिहून दाखवलं तिकडे.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Because of vertical flow of the wind, they float in the atmosphere like a kite which float in.
No. Here it is. Condensation occurs. Why does clouds? Yes.
Around minute particles in the atmosphere, condensed water or snow particles in a cloud are very fine atmos wetness
And
and
so the clouds float in the air. Okay. Okay. How are clouds formed? Here. Here is the answer. How are clouds formed? Mansi?
Teacher, from where you can show it once again?
Because of condensation from here.
Okay. Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a great height. They accumulate around dust particles in the air and become larger in size. Their accumulation together is
It's
called
called
a cloud.
cloud. Very good. Yes. Anybody else?
Ma'am, can I, Nidhi?
Yes.
Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a greater height. They accumulate around dust particles in the air and become larger in size. Their accumulation together is called a cloud.
It's called cloud. Very good. Now you have to look at this table and give the answer what I ask. At a height of 7 to 14,000 meters, which types of clouds are found?
Teacher, can I Mansi?
Yes.
Cirrus, cirrostratus, cirrocumulus.
Okay. Yes, Nidhi.
Yes, ma'am. Cirrus, stratus, cirrocumulus.
It is Cyrus, not Cirrus. Cyrus. Cyrus, Cirrostratus and Cirrocumulus. Okay. At what height is Altostratus and Altocumulus found?
Can I read?
Yes.
2,000 to 7,000.
2,000 to 7,000 meters. Yes, Mansi?
Yes, 2,000 to 7,000 meters.
Okay. At a height of less than 2,000, which types of clouds are found?
Teacher, can I Mansi?
Yes.
Stratocumulus, stratus, and nimbostratus.
Nimbostratus. Okay.
Nimbostratus.
Okay. Yes, Nidhi?
Yes, ma'am. Stratus, cumulus, stratus, nimbostratus.
Okay. Now, according to this height, how are the cloud into how many types the clouds are classified?
10.
Hmm? 3.
3.
Higher clouds, medium clouds, and lower clouds.
Lower clouds.
Okay. According to the classification, into how many types they are classified? They are classified into 3 types. One is the higher clouds, second is the medium, and third is the lower. Okay. Now tell me something about higher clouds. What are higher clouds? Who will read?
Teacher, can I?
Yes, Mansi.
These clouds are mainly made up of ice particles. They can be classified into
Cirrus,
cirrus,
Cirrocumulus,
cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. Cirrus clouds are mainly wispy. Cirrocumulus clouds look like groups of small waves. Cirrostratus are like a bedsheet with wrinkles. They generally have a hollow around them.
Yes, Nidhi, do you want to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Clouds are mainly made up of ice particles. They can classify into
Cirrus,
cirrocumulus and cirrostratus. Cirrus clouds are mainly wispy. Cirrocumulus clouds look like groups of small waves. Cirrostratus are like a bedsheet with twinkle. They generally have a halo around them.
Okay. Now tell me about the medium clouds.
Yes.
Yes, Mansi.
Yes. This include altocumulus, altostratus. Altocumulus are in the form of layers and have a wave-like structure. They are mostly white in color and have a gray shade. Altostratus are not very thick. The sun can be seen through them as if seen through a milky glass.
Yes, Nidhi.
Yes, ma'am. These include altocumulus and altostratus. Altocumulus in a form of layers and have a wave-like structure. They are mostly white in color and have a gray shade. Altostratus are not very thick. The sun can be seen through them as if seen through a milky glass.
Very good. Now tell me about the lower clouds.
Yes. This consists of
Oh.
5 types of clouds. Stratocumulus have layers. Their color is white to earthy. Round clusters of clouds can be here. Stratus clouds have also have layers. They are ash colored and their base is uniform. Nimbostratus has thick layers. They are gray ash in color and cause continuous rainfall and even snowfall.
Yes. Nidhi?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
These consist of 5 types of clouds. Stratocumulus have layer. Their, their color is white to earthy. Round cluster of clouds can be here. Stratus clouds also have layer. They are ash color and their base is uniform. Nimbostratus has thick layer. They are grey ash in color and causes continuous rainfall and even snowfall.
Okay. How does a lightning strikes in the cloud? Answer starts here. Lightning strikes in the cloud. Mansi? Mansi?
Oh, yes, teacher. Can
Yes.
you show it?
Yes. The largest of all the cloud.
The largest of these clouds bring rainfall and accompanied
Accompanied with lightning.
with lightning. The top portion of these clouds have an anvil-like shape. The clouds have a positive charge at the upper end and negative charge at the lower end. The land below then always has negative charge due to the difference in the charge. Electric charges are formed and lightning occurs,
Hmm.
lighting up the sky for a moment.
Hmm. Very good.
The air
Air around. Yes.
the air around the lightning rises up because of heat and this lead to large thundering
Sound.
sound.
Okay. Nidhi, want to answer?
Yes, ma'am. The
Yes.
largest of this cloud bring rainfall,
Hmm.
accompanied with lightning. The top portion of this cloud have an anvil-like shape. The
Hmm.
clouds have positive
Hmm.
charge
Upper end.
at the end and negative charge at the lower end. The land below them always have negative charge due to difference in the charges. Electric charges are formed and lightning occurs, lighting up the sky for a moment. The air around the lightning rise up because of the heat and this leads to a large thundering sound.
Very good. And now one last question is there. When do we say that there is a hailstone, where there is a hailstorm? When do we say that there is a hailstorm? Answer starts here. Yes, Mansi, as compared to other clouds.
Yes, teacher. As compared to other clouds, the raindrops of these clouds are larger because they move up and down a lot of times and accumulate more and more water. Drops become larger and larger and are unable to float in the clouds. Because of their weight, they fall in the form of rain. Sometimes the air in the clouds is very cold. As a result, these drops freeze and fall in the form of hail. We call them hailstones.
Hailstones. Very good. Nidhi, want to answer?
Yes, ma'am. As
Yes.
compared to other clouds, the raindrops of these clouds are larger because they move up and down a lot of times and
Hmm.
accumulate more and more water. Drop,
Drops become larger.
drops
Nidhi.
become larger and
Yeah.
larger and are unable to float in the clouds because of their weight. They follow in the form of rains. Sometimes the air in the clouds is very cold. As a result, these drops freeze and fall in the form of hail. We call them hailstone.
Very good. So today we have completed the third lesson. I will give the homework to you. I will send the home to ma'am. She will give you, and that you will complete and show it. Okay, of this lesson.
Okay, ma'am.
Moreover, read the lesson carefully from your text if you're having, so that you can understand well. And if any doubt is there, in the next lecture, next Friday, you can ask me the doubt first, and then we will proceed with the lecture. Okay? So, goodbye to everyone. Good night. Have a nice evening. Okay.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye. Bye.